welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while that I've uploaded, but in today's video I'll be teaching you all how to make a mini canvas with acrylic paints. Since it was a requested video, I had to make it. So without further more delay, let's get into the video. As I already mentioned that I'm gonna use an MDF board, so you're supposed to paint it to white throughout. Otherwise, if you're using any other surface, you don't really need to. Now, after applying 2-3 layers of white color on the MDF board, we will be proceeding by creating the sky, which is going to be the monochromatic in the monochromatic tone. Now, monochromatic tone is nothing but moving from darker shade to the lighter shade. So for the sky, we will be using blue color from dark to light. All you have to do is it's actually very simple. I have already mentioned in a lot of my videos, I have taught it already, but again repeating, you can refer to those videos. But again, giving you a brief description, what you have to do is start by applying the darker color on the top and blend it in with the lighter color. And as you move downwards, you need to add more and more white to your blue color in order to create that hue in your or the monochromatic tone in your sky. Also keep in mind that acrylic paints dry really quickly and that you need to work a little quickly with them while you are creating blending effect or something like that sorts. Otherwise, if you're painting flatly, it doesn't matter even if it dries quickly. Now, after covering the sky, I have used the Prussian blue or maybe you can use the turquoise blue. I have added green to the Prussian blue to cover the river part or to create that part. Now again, we will be blending it in with a darker color, and always make sure when you feel like you are not able to blend the two colors or that your color has dried, you'll have to layer it again in order to make it look blended. Otherwise, there will be patches and it will be clearly visible that the two colors have not been blended well. So what I would suggest you is that when your paint is wet, the darker hue is wet, add on white color to it and you will get the desired color. Since we are covering the river part, it is not having any white color. Try adding more blue to it to create the lighter hues of that same color. Now we will be covering the left out part with green color. Now there is no particular shade of green that you need to go ahead. I have used the light green, sap green along with the regular dark green color or the medium green, whatever green. All of the greens that I had, I have mixed and mashed, added different shades in the different regions. So there is no particular one green that I've painted it flatly with. Now for creating clouds, I conducted a workshop and I had taught the same clouds for like 100 times. Now I have realized a couple of things after that for that you have to use a fresh dry brush, a small size for small painting. Along with that, I would say do not treat your brush like a pen or a pencil. Treat it like a wand in your hand, because the clouds are so easy to make, yet they look difficult, but they are not. You need to loosely move your hand in the circular motions, and once that is done, the paint shouldn't be dripping from your brush. It should have minimum amount of paint, and once you are done with making circular outlines, remove the excess paint, like there shouldn't be extra paint on your brush, and then stretch the paint towards the lower parts, and you will see that the upper part is darker than the lower parts of the cloud. So I mistakenly forgot to record while I was painting the bark of the tree. So there's nothing as such I did. I just used a pencil to draw and painted it along with the brown color. And to the brown color, once I painted it flatly with the brown color, I have used other shades of brown. Or if you don't have other shades of brown, you can add a little bit of black, very small amount of black to it. I have added that to the umber color, that is burnt umber, burnt sienna, and I don't know the different shades of the brown, but yeah, I have used all those and created some kind of shades in the bark so that it looks realistic. It doesn't look cartoonish, because I don't want to make it look like very realistic, because again it's not something very realistic that I'm trying to create, but it shouldn't look cartoonish, that since childhood we have been doing, right? I have even used ochre yellow to create the lighter shades of the same, like not the lighter shades, but again to show the reflection of the sunlight. And you need not necessarily use white color to create the reflection. Like usually we use white color, but ideally it is supposed to be the lighter color of whatever you're using. So it is not necessary that if it's brown you need to use white color to it. You can go ahead with ochre, just so that there is you can show that there's a reflection that you're trying to show in your painting. And now comes the most fun part, that you have to use your damaged brush to your painting, and your damaged brush will create the best effect, because otherwise your fresh brush won't create such effect. It would, but not as much as a damaged brush would do. And that's why I have mentioned it previously also in my other videos, that do not throw away your damaged brushes which are completely damaged. They can be of some use. So now you can use this brush, whichever is yours, and just dab around, and you will see that those leaves look so beautiful. The one that I am using is a synthetic round brush of maybe number 6 or 8, I'm not sure, maybe 6, but you have to just dab around and you will get the effect of leaves around your tree. And a very similar process that I've done for the middle of the painting, that is just above this river. Now coming on to the lower part. In this part, the lower green part, in this you have to just use a fresh brush, like fresh as in like a very thin brush, not the damaged one. And using your paint, you have to create vertical lines in order to create vertical bushes in the jungle. It's like a jungle that we are showing, right? So the vertical bushes, you can go ahead with the round ones, but I don't think it would look nice, but because everything will be all the same tone, then preferably go ahead with this one. And yes guys, that's about it for this video. I hope you all liked it, and if you did, then don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Also do let me know in the comment section down below what you would like to see next, and I'll meet you in the next one. Till then, goodbye.